What are those pipes? Look, this is where there was fire though, right here. And see those, I wonder what that retaining wall on top of retaining wall, is that the modern retaining wall?
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre.
It is.
It can't be too safe.
No, I guess not. Not when you're right on the edge of the Pacific Ocean. You give it whatever you can. So here's the fire. You see a flag, and maybe that's not a fire one, but I'm trying to get into the neighborhood where this came down. Okay, right over here. There's a street we could have went down.
Here's where the Malibu Hotel.
Here's the Malibu Hotel. January, you can see it's hard to tell because of the sun, the way the sun's positioned.
Let's see.
This is not going to work so well.
I think it starts right here.
So here's Malibu. You can see the sign. Right through here. Look at there's sunburn. This side doesn't look burned unless I go back. Look at this, all burned stuff. If we were closer on the other side of the road, you could see the pilings from the houses. But where did it come from? It didn't burn over here, but it burned down here. And then it didn't burn those houses.
This burned right here.
So,
Growing back already.
I think that grew back?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, since January, that would make sense. But here's the houses that stand, which is way cool. There's the... And then this is where it's sort of really got hammered. This was all buildings right here.
See those staircases right there, the spiral?
I'd like to turn around and
we'll come back and film that. Yeah,
I really would. Because the sun's just nailing it right now. But look at, this is from this side, yeah. Look at the pilings. Those were all homes.
Badass homes.
They were badass homes, for sure. They were very expensive.
On the ocean.
And you can see they were on the ocean. Now, how did it get...
Waves would break under their houses.
Yeah, how did they end up with all these houses burned?
How did all this burn?
And jump this highway.
Yeah.
And the ocean's right there. So you could use ocean water at least.
Yeah.
Look at these homes. Were just decimated. You got Verizon there, probably giving some kind of communication setup. But look at this. This is Malibu post fire.
That burned up there.
Up here burned. It must have been just decimating. Because who would guess?
The winds were 70.
The winds were planted for sure. They did the same thing in Hawaii, the same thing in Paradise. I'm sorry, we might have a different news feed, but yeah, look it over here. But this is all orchestrated on purpose stuff. It's not accidents. So this is still here. So this is how it was. All of it was this way. And then now watch. Now there's gaps that weren't there before.
Yeah, right there.
And then there's these houses made it. And then these houses didn't make it. And it's just bizarre. See, all these were houses, they're all gone. How did some make it and some not?
Not to make it right there.
Yeah. All of this were houses. This is a long way. Oh, this is where it's fenced off. And what the curious thing is how they're going to build back. Because right now there are people who lived here and are fighting back because they have nothing and they aren't getting permits. Because like you said, John, the permits when they were put in back in the day were permits that were for the 60s, 70s.
It was for, these were all septic tanks.
Oh, septic tanks, right.
And now the LA County requires hook up to the sewer laterals, and there's no sewer laterals.
There's no sewer laterals, so what do? You're trying to build a home, but you can't get permits.
Yeah, you want to build your house back.
Because there's no pipes coming to this area, right?
Yeah,
so they have to build the infrastructure.
But your neighbor down the street still got his sewer.
Right.
Because he's septic and his
Right.
house is still there. But yet, no, can't build yours back.
So this is what they used to look like. See all these houses here? And the ones right next to them
Not burned.
got burned. So that's sort of the mystery right there, is why some unscathed at all. Maybe they were throwing water on it. Maybe that's what it was. Because I know Malibu does get fires.
Embers were blowing around it because that wind was so strong.
Right.
They were traveling far and they would fall on the roof someplace.
So it's just luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Because look at there's houses that were here,
Yeah.
and now they're gone. It gives us a better view.
Nice houses.
Yeah, there's like the
They're
you might not be able to see it.
$10 million plus homes.
Yeah. So to go from that to nothing, to absolutely paradise living, to having everything that you want,
Everything you owned.
everything you own, and your house is your biggest investment for a return on your investment. And then when you don't have it, it's gone. Now look at these houses made it. I think that was it. Do you want to turn back and go around? You up for that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, are we beating rush hour or anything like that?
No, we're right in at 5 o'clock.